Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Scumpy here today, bringing you a video log. We got something very controversial to talk about. It was announced yesterday at E3. Things are hitting the fan. And when I say things, I mean poo. But yeah, so basically yesterday, Sony partnered with Activision, meaning that not 100%, this isn't 100% fact yet, so don't quote anybody or quote anything. I'm just going off of complete logical thinking that if Sony partners with Activision, things probably are going to be on the PS4 for Black Ops 3. Now, MLG is still the middleman in this situation, so you don't know what they're going to do. They could still have the game on the Xbox One. You never know what could possibly happen with that, but from the way things are looking at this point in time, it looks like it's probably going to be on the PS4. And if Sony partners with PS4, then that would probably mean that the biggest Call of Duty championship of the year would probably then be on PS4. And I don't see how MLG would work around that, because everybody would be wanting to play on the PS4 for Call of Duty championships, but then MLG wouldn't be able to compete with the prize amounts unless they up their game. And I'm sorry if that breaks your heart, or if you're an Xbox One junkie. I am sorry. It is not my decision. I am just simply relaying the information that I saw yesterday and using my brain a little bit, which doesn't happen very often. So this is a special moment for both of us. And I'm going to give you guys the best information and best inferences that I can. And is this really a bad thing like everybody's making it out to be? Everybody needs to adapt. Darwinism, survival of the fittest, adaptation, it's all right here in front of us. We've done it before. It's happened before. Go back in the future a little bit, about 3-4 years. Black Ops 1 was on the PS3. I enjoyed it a lot more than the Xbox 360 version. Xbox 360 Black Ops 1 versus PS3 Black Ops 1 were completely night and day. The game on the PS3 was amazing, and then you got on the game on the Xbox 360 and there were connection problems. The game it was choppy. It wasn't that good on the Xbox 360. So is it a bad thing? I don't know, because the Xbox One, it's pretty bad. A lot of people agree with me there. The Xbox One, it's probably the only console that actually took 3 steps backwards instead of a couple steps forward. Now, the only people that I can see this affecting right now are people that can't get a PS4, people that can't afford a PS4, pretty much people that can't, get a PS4 or don't want to get a PS4, and I feel for you guys. That sucks. That is definitely a logical reason to be pretty upset about this. Once again, I'm going to say it because I don't want you guys to forget it. These are not facts. This is what I'm taking off of what was announced yesterday. I'm inferencing, giving information given to me, and making a logical thought process about it. Let's look at some of the pros and cons of each console, though, and sort of weigh out if this is good or bad. Let's start with the pros for the PS4. So, it's a better console than the Xbox One. Everybody knows that. There might be more support for tournaments. People haven't taken that into account. Microsoft doesn't really give us much support. All they give us is champs, really, and that's all that they do with Call of Duty. What if Sony starts throwing large amounts of money into prize pools for big tournaments? We never thought of that. I also like the PS4 controller more than the Xbox One controller, but that's just me. And now let's look at some of the cons of the PS4. So we know that many competitive players don't play on it, so there's less competitive players than on the Xbox One. And the only other one that I can really think of is that people that are trying to switch from the Xbox One might not be able to get or afford a PS4. So now let's look at pros and cons for the Xbox 360. Pros. Everybody already has one. The competitive community is already all on it, and that's pretty much all that I could think of. So let's look at some of the cons now for the Xbox One. Well, it's the only old generation to new generation that actually got worse and took steps backwards. They don't really care about it. People have given them so many, tips and solutions to fixing it, and they haven't really done much. Their old friend invite system on the Xbox 360 was a million times better than the one on the Xbox One. Basically, they just don't care. So all in all, would this be a bad thing if it were to happen, or if it was 100% true, which it is not? These are not facts. I'll say it one more time. Would it be a bad thing? Yeah, it would affect some people that couldn't get a PS4, but in the grand scheme of things, for the whole community and for the growth of the esport, would it be that bad? I think people are just over-exaggerating on the whole growth of the esport thing. People are saying Call of Duty is going to die if this happens, and, extremes like that. And I don't really think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. If anything, I couldn't see it really changing at all. Because people always associate growth with viewership and never players on the actual game. People always associate growth with the actual viewers that they see on a live stream. if they see 100,000 viewers on live stream, and then the next event they see 50,000, they're like, oh, the game is dying. And that's because it's dying competitively. Call of Duty will always be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, game in the world. I mean, there are games that you could argue are bigger than it, but in terms of raw sales per year, Call of Duty wins it every single year. But just a bunch of speculation and opinion giving and, inferencing and stuff like that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole ordeal in the comments below. Let me know what you think, if this is good, bad, in between, whatever. Everybody's going to have different opinions. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, this was your boy, Scumpy. Fly.